So y'all, I've been watching Married to Medicine, and I feel like Cousin King is sending out smoke signals for help, and I feel like Cousin Quad is acting like she don't see the smoke signals. I feel like she's not seeing the vibe, right? So who gonna tell her? Who gonna tell her, y'all? Yeah. Who gonna tell her? You know what? Fuck it, I'll tell her. Girl, King don't want no damn kids with you. Come here, y'all. Come here. Get in here. Let's talk about this real quick. Listen. Peace, cousins. Your cousin Rebell, aka The Voice. And listen, y'all, I got an opinion about every damn thing, right? Okay, I do. And this, y'all, is Reebell Radio represents, okay? Yeah, thank you. Yep. It's your weekly dose of reality TV, pop culture, entertainment news, advice, and hot topics. And for tonight's reality recap, because yes, this is the reality recap, I need to talk about Married to Medicine season 12, episode 3, and this bondage situation I'm seeing, allegedly. Allegedly, right? And we'll talk about that in just a sec. But in the meantime, smash the like button and subscribe with the bell so you don't miss none of my commentary on this and other reality show situations, all right? I so bust it. So y'all, like I said, I've been watching Married to this last episode. Now I've been watching it, right? And I've been seeing this. I've been seeing it. I ain't been saying nothing. I just been seeing it. I ain't been saying nothing. I've been kind of waiting to see if Quad is gonna say something or if King is gonna speak up, right? And neither one of them are they both just acting like Quad is acting like she don't see nothing. King just spitting out these little subliminal situations with his eyes, with his face, with his and literally it ain't even subliminal. So he's really like saying stuff that's like kind of out of pocket, but it's not out of pocket. It's just his way of trying to say like whatever y'all are doing, he don't want to do it. He ain't with it. I'm talking about their situation with this fertility thing. I'm so sorry to, I know Quad wants to be a mother, but I just this is it's crazy and cringy to watch, right? In the last episode, there were at least 10 references that King made that lets everybody know, us the viewers, and I know if we the viewers are picking this up, ain't no way Quad this is going over Quad's head. Ain't no damn way she not seeing this. So I'm gonna just reference the things that I saw in the last episode. Y'all tell me if I'm bugging or if I'm reading too much into this, but I just feel like I'm not. And I'm not on nobody's side. I'm not, I'm not on King's side. I'm not on Quad's side. I'm just saying, King, I'm just cousin King. If you scared to tell her, I'ma tell her. Quad, if you acting like you don't want to see it, cousin Quad, I'm gonna tell you what I'm seeing so that you can get your stuff together. Okay. So bust it, right? First, he says, and I'm just gonna jump right into it because it's gonna be real quick. First, he goes, she's talking about taking her fertility shots, and he's like, "Yep, take your shots, girl, because you do be raging." Okay, now that was okay. That wasn't too bad because I mean, I do know that those fertility situations do change hormones, and I know it gets difficult for the men to deal with the women during that time. I get that. Okay. But then they're in their sidebars, and his Quad is joyfully talking about them becoming parents. King says, I spent my whole life trying to dodge this bullet. And then Quad turns around and then corrects him. It's not a bullet, it's a blessing. And then he turns around, looks at her like he ain't say nothing, but his eyes said it all. He was like, if that's what you want to call it. He said a blessing in disguise because he had to correct himself because he kind of made her look stupid. But it was all right there. It was right there. It was all there. Right. And then she's talking about they at the house and just kicking it, and she's talking about the egg retrieval, and she's like, I'm thinking about 4. How many you thinking about? He's like, look, just do damn 6 so we don't have to do this shit again. I mean, that wasn't too bad because I feel him. I guess he don't want to go through the process again. But what I'm saying is I feel like he don't want to go through this process at all, let alone again. But anyway, then they talking about the shots, and he's like, she's like, oh, I got to take it, and blah blah. And he's like, yeah, go ahead and take your shot so I can get ready to go through this next 24 hours of hell. I mean, it's like He's dropping hint after hint after hint that this is not, he ain't with this, because a man that is with this, right? A man that is they understand, because first of all, you know, y'all will research together, y'all will be informed that yeah, it's gonna be difficult. Yeah, she gonna go through hormonal stuff. Yeah, she gonna be difficult for a while. But if he's excited about being a parent, a father with her or with the person, I'm taking them out of the equation. I'm just talking about in general. They don't talk like this. They don't, the men do not talk like this. They don't say this kind of stuff. And it's like he says it with a giggle, but he dead ass serious. He's dead serious. And so then another situation, you know, Quad is like, you know, oh, it takes a lot, you know, it's a lot of side effects, and you know, sticking yourself several times a day is exhausting, but you know, it's all worth it, you know, to become a mom. And then King shifts his eyes to the left as she says this. And it's that shifty, disagreeable look that you give when you really don't approve of something and you feel like,
stop the cap.
And that's what you're saying in your mind, and you just don't care. And you really feel
Man,
like,
you don't get out here with all that.
but you can't say it. So you just kind of look to the side like, oh God. And that's what he did. After she's talking about being a mom. I mean, again, if this is something he really wanted and he was really excited about, he would have turned around, smiled at her. They would hug, or they would be different. The body language is crazy, y'all. It's crazy. And I know y'all see it. If I see it, I know y'all see it. I ain't no damn body language expert. It don't take a damn genius to see this shit. It is right here in front of all of our faces. Okay. Then another instance, you know, she's saying, oh, it's all worth, this is right after she said, if this is all worth it, it'll be all worth it to become a mom. And then he says, if we get the results, it'll be worth it. If not, I could have just bought me another damn car. Now, again, no shades of King. I'm not mad at King for saying this. I'm not mad at either. I'm not taking no sides. I'm just pointing out that he is saying the things, he's letting her know right to her damn face, right to her face, that he just, he ain't with it. No man that wants a baby and wants it bad enough, and knowing that his wife or girl or wife, it should be anyway, is going through this stuff to even have a baby with him. They just don't say things like this. And it ain't like King don't have no good sense. King, you know, he been there last season. Was it the season? He on season 1 too. I believe he was on season 1. I can't remember. Not season 1, episode 1. No, the last season. Yeah, he was there and he wasn't saying no crazy stuff to Quad. Like, I mean, even if there were other situations, you know what I'm saying? He just wasn't the type to even come out his face, you know, improper, because he knows she's all about the image, and you know, she probably controls everything that comes out his damn mouth to begin with, you know, but he ain't never crossed the line, and he's just saying some real, I'm not gonna say crazy stuff. I'm gonna say he being truthful to the idea that this may not be what he wants. Allegedly, I don't know him. I ain't never talked to him. I ain't in a house. I don't know. I'm just watching what he's saying. I'm looking at his facial expressions, and I'm just coming up with the fact that this y'all, child, this ain't it. Then after, okay, so there was a point where he was downstairs, he was eating her leftovers, right, and he had some fish with it, and after after he ate the fish, you know, she says something like, you got to brush your teeth, you go brush your teeth, the smell is too much, it's too much. And then he says, I don't know if y'all caught this, but he says, because you got a problem, you projecting it on me. And he covers his nose and he's like, oh, I need CPR just for her breath. Now, she ain't eat no damn fish downstairs. I ain't see her eat none of that fish. So is he saying that she got an oral hygiene issue? She laughing, you know, she straddled him and they laughing, but he got his face. He's covering his nose like there's some kind of issue there. So I just, he's saying things that it's just like, she's starting to show her embarrassment. Like, you know, at first she was just like, oh, it's a blessing. It's not, you know, she was correcting him still with that smile. And then eventually she just was just turning around with her lips twisted to the side like this. You know what I'm saying? And so child, this is hard to watch. It's hard to watch on both of their parts. It's really hard to watch. Um, there's another situation that they're both in the gym and they're in her home gym and she's on a treadmill walking and he says, "You trying to reverse that big back?" Oh my God. He calls her a big back. And then Quad says, "You trying to say my back is big?" And then he says, "It's not big, it's just wide." What the Hey yo. Hey yo. King is bugging, yo. King is bugging. And then Quad said, "I'm small in the waist and cute in the face." And he says, "Yeah, with a big back." I was like, listen, y'all, listen. Now, again, those are digs. Those are like, subliminal. I can't even call it subliminal. When it comes out your mouth and he laughing and he's saying this stuff on camera, dog. Like, it ain't even in the comfort of their house. He's saying this stuff to her face. He's calling her a big back. Like, that's rude. But I mean, if you feel like she got a bit, I mean, I'm just saying, it's not something that you wish. Quad, are you there? Are you there, girl? Mm-mm. This is hard to watch. Okay, something else. She's like, okay, this was at the party. This was at the party that Brandy had, right? Her husband threw her a party and it went awry whenever shit went left about the marriages and Simone was saying some crazy stuff. Contessa was bugging out, right? But there was a moment when Dr. Simone said to Contessa, she's like, "Maybe you're just frustrated. Could it be that you're just frustrated?" And then Contessa said, "Well, you know what? I'm gonna keep it real. It would be nice if Scott bought me a Rolls Royce." And when she says Rolls Royce, because Quad is sitting to her right on our TV screen, she's sitting to her right. And when she says Rolls Royce, she kind of like points to leans in towards Quad to say, like she's referencing Quad because Quad did get a Rolls Royce. King did buy her a Rolls Royce last season. No, last season. Um, and she says, "Yeah, it would be nice if Scott did buy me a Rolls Royce, but I'd rather have the ring." And she points to her wedding ring, right? And I don't know if that was a dig at Quad because, Quad ain't got no damn ring from King anyway. She ain't got no ring. But I feel like Quad got real defensive about that, and she said, like, Quad said, "Well, being married ain't all that." And she's like, "It's married people at this table that don't even want to be married." And then they show Quad in her sidebar, and Quad says, "I don't know how I got in this, but I can go in my safe and know that I have a wedding ring and I got a Rolls Royce and I don't have a headache." Now clock that T. Now that's what Quad said, and she's snapping her fingers together, her point finger and her thumb, that little thing that people do, like like that, right? And I'm looking and I'm thinking, after watching all this stuff that King done said about her, calling her a big bag, looking to the left, to the right, disrespecting her, all up in the sidebars, all up in the episode, and I'm just sitting there like, she's telling us to clock that T. And I'm like, cousin Quad, listen, the only T that I'm clocking is I'm watching a beautiful, intelligent, perceptive, intuitive. Because, girl, you be knowing, you be seeing. When it's anybody else, you see, you're all knowing. You're like omnipotent. Is that the word? You see it all. You know it all. You well spoken. So I'm watching this beautiful, intelligent, well spoken, perceptive, intuitive, high value woman about to make herself a baby mama on purpose by her own damn doing. That's the T I'm clocking. The only T I'm clocking is that you're forcing this dude to go through with this fertility thing with you when he obviously don't give a damn and really don't want to. Allegedly. That's the only T I'm clocking. The only T I'm clocking is you in your 40s and you trying to have a baby with a man who don't want it. And y'all haven't even figured out y'all living situation, and nor is he running to be engaged to you or even marry you. Unless I missed something. Because when she said I can go to my safe and see I have a ring, I'm like, who? What you talking about? The ring from Dr. Gregory? Because I know, to my knowledge, you ain't got no ring from this dude King. He ain't bust out no ring to you. He ain't ask you to marry him. But you doing you doing all of this stuff, y'all haven't even figured out where y'all gonna live, who's living where, and girl, you jumping the gun. You jumping the gun, Quad. The only thing I'm clocking is he may not even really like you no more. Like he called you a big back on camera, dog. On camera. And he said you got oral hygiene problems on camera in front of all of us. All the cousins clocked that tea. Okay? We clocked that tea. I'm snapping my fingers together. We clocked that tea, boo. The only tea that I'm clocking is that all that glitters is not gold. So what do you really have going on over there, cousin Quad? Are you really happy? Are you really you? Is this for real? Are you for real? Or did you sell your soul just in your happiness just to be on reality TV by any means necessary, child? Mm. Oh my God, today. And cousin King, speak up. Damn, we can all see it. Just say the shit and maybe she'll stop all of this. I mean, because you just sitting there dropping your subliminals, dropping your little snide remarks, and she acting like she don't see. Just speak the fuck. Just be like, look, I ain't doing this. I ain't doing this. We got your back. We got your back. We got your back too, cousin Quad. That's why we pointing this out to you in case you don't see it. In case you two in love or you stigmatized or whatever. We got to point this stuff out. That's all we doing. Okay? No tea, no shade. Okay? So that's it. That's all I have to say. I just had to point that out because I don't know what the hell is going on with them two. I don't know what's going on with Quad. Like I said, she can see things any other time. She just sitting here going through with something that is ridiculous. Look at his faces. Look at the thumbnail, y'all. Look at the damn thumbnail. He just want to be like,
man, you don't get out here with all that.
Seriously. That's what he's thinking. Every time she talks about motherhood and this fertility stuff, this is what he's thinking.
Man, you don't get out here with all that.
But instead of saying it, he's sitting there and you see the those thoughts are manifesting through his facial expressions, through his body language, through the shots that he's taking at her. No pun intended. I'm just like, child, okay, that's it. That's all, y'all. I just wanted to point that out. So again, cousins, it's your cousin Reebell, aka The Voice. Smash the like button. Go ahead and subscribe. Let's do it again. I am definitely watching Married to Medicine tonight. I'm gonna be reviewing all the episodes, so stick around, come back. Thank y'all for coming. Peace out.